All right. So I'm at the point where my Millionaires Are Made show has done roughly, I don't know, math is hard. We're almost at 100 episodes. And divide that by six, so we're almost at 20 episodes specifically on mental health. So what we're doing now is we're taking this. So we have three experts on each episode. So that's roughly 60. We've done less, let's say 50 experts. So we got 50 experts have given 50 simple, easy tips to help you grow your mental health. So what do we do with that now? So the fun part is it isn't like just Google the same answers over and over again, right? If you Google improve my mental health, you'll probably have like 15 sites and maybe like 10 tips that just get regurgitated. So the fun part is we have live conversations with mental health experts and a simple little tip on how to improve it. There's 3 per episode, and then we come up with a daily challenge. So now we have dynamic, fresh, new, I guess you could call it data, right? Each tip, each uh, challenge could be a data point. So now we have 50 different tips on how to improve your mental health. And we have access to the people that said them. So if you want to be more educated on that tip, on the how and the why, we have access. You can contact them and say, hey, I heard your tip. Tell me how and why. You only had 5 minutes to explain on the show. I want 15, whatever it is. So here's where we're at. So yeah, there's where I live. This is St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. So we're gonna build out a little, I guess, a worksheet, a starter's guide for spiritual health, mental health, physical health, financial health, virtually all 6 aspects of health. And we're gonna be throwing retreats down here too. We just built out our spiritual health retreat. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be 4 days. We're gonna keep it under $1,000. Includes lodging, food, everything. It's gonna be freaking sweet. So look for those being launched soon. Spiritual health retreat's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have all sorts of fun stuff going on with that. Um, but part of that, I mean, let's start if you're trying to improve your spiritual health. First step is we're gonna, get all these tips together so you can watch them. We're gonna have all the challenges. We're gonna encourage you to do 2 of the challenges for a week to help improve your spiritual health or mental health, depending on where you're going. Um, I feel like mental health, they're very different, but they're very complexly intertwined as well. In fact, all your health is, even your physical health and mental health, man, with the hope molecule, it's all intertwined. So some retreats, some activities, it's going to be this is a perfect island to host a spiritual health retreat. We're going to have, you know, oh man, we're going to have farmers and people at one with the nature. We're going to have a couple shamans. If we get really lucky, we're going to have a voodoo specialist so you can learn a little bit about voodoo and how it works and where it came from and the correct origins and not the fear mongering things that you all have heard about voodoo and the bad rep that it has. Oh, it's going to be great. So we're going to have that coming out soon. We're going to be coming out with little starter guides on how to kickstart your spiritual health, your mental health, your financial, your physical, whatever, social and intellectual. Um, so it's going to be awesome. So we'll have a little kickstart guide. So if you're feeling lost, hopeless, why are we on this earth? Why am I put here? We'll have a spiritual kickstart guide that includes all of our experts where you can reach out and contact them and get answers, have little sessions, have knowledge, learn, grow. We'll have all of our tips that we've gotten, all roughly 50 tips on how to improve your spiritual health, which will be awesome. We'll have our challenges. There'll be almost roughly 20 different challenges. I suggest you pick 2, do them every day for a week. If you need accountability, we have a group for that to hold you accountable to do your challenges. And within 1 week, watch your spiritual health or your mental health or your physical, whatever you're doing, watch it grow just in that 1 week. Little by little, if you're consistent, you watch your growth. Poco a poco se anda lejos. It's a Spanish term saying little by little you go far. And man, I learned it years ago, and I still say it all the time. It's so true. Just tiny little steps, you can really, really become an amazing human. Um, and even if you miss a couple, that's okay. brick by brick we grow. But the real cool part is with these retreats, they're going to be kind of the final culmination. So you'll watch tips, watch a few episodes, start getting information on what mental health is, how mental health works, why yours may not be good, yours may not be where you want it to be, tiny steps to improve it. You'll have the challenges and the tips, and then if you want, you can have one-on-one session with me. I can help you a bit. I can also refer you. I mean, I spend all week, every week, learning from experts on how to improve your mental, social, spiritual, physical. That's literally my life, is just learning how to help people grow. So we can talk one-on-one. Then I can refer you to any of the other experts that I know in my network. They could be guests on the show. They could be, most of them will be guests, because if they're an expert and I know them, I convince them to come be on my show and share their knowledge. And then the final step will be come to the retreat. So you'll have 4 days immersed in spiritual health growth, or whatever health you're doing. The first retreats, we're going to start doing our spiritual health, because this island is so serene, spiritual, holistic. It's got just about everything you want. You're going to have fruits and foods that you've never even thought of, that do all sorts of cool things to your body, your mind, your psyche. And we have 3 of the top 10 beaches in the world. So that alone is a reason to come down, check out the beaches. We're going to do some night swims, so it'll be pretty cool. We're going to actually do night kayaking and a night swim under the moonlight. So it's going to be an awesome little retreat. Try to kick some spiritual health back up, help teach you. But the main goal is I hate events, retreats, masterminds, speeches, whatever. I hate the yah, yah, rah, 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 and then gone. So we're going to come up with action plans so that you will do things while you're at the retreat, and then we will keep making sure that they stay as part of your routine. We'll have accountability afterwards, so that your spiritual health, you don't just come, have 4 or 5 days, you're like, oh my God, that was so great, I feel so good. And then after a week or two, it kind of wears off. We want to keep it going, keep growing, create a nice little community of people that are growing every day in their spiritual health. And then that'll obviously translate into mental health, physical health, all the other types of health. And if you want to come back down for other retreats, do whatever you want. But $1,000 for a 4-day retreat, and that includes lodging and food. That's going to be crazy cheap. We're working on making sure. We got all the hookups here on this island, so we're getting all our deals lined up. Hopefully we can launch that we might start sales in like a month. We're hoping to see if we can get it a little lower. Right now we're losing money on it, so we got to work on that for sure. But if we can get $1,000 for a 4-day retreat, including lodging and food, I think that's perfect. And it's going to be a packed day. We'll have some snorkeling. You'll get in the water. You'll see some cool animals. You'll meet some really awesome spiritual people, and have a little fun. And then next up, we'll start working on the physical health, because there's a lot of hills to climb. Ooh, that's a big one there. We got big ones over there. We got, I don't know if you know this, but Virgin Islands, one of the islands is 2/3, I think, national park. So we have a huge national park here. So we'll go hike, maybe even camp. There's camping here. It is hot and humid, so we'll see how that works while we're planning it. But keep your eyes open. We're going to be starting some seriously easy ways to grow and improve, and in the end, find your ultimate joy. If you want to get involved in any retreats, can let us know, because we are going to need, for mental health, we're going to need all sorts of people that do all sorts of things in the mental health realm. Therapists would be cool if we could do teletherapy as an option. Just anything and everything. We're going to be, for spiritual health, we're going to get some death doulas, grief counseling, a lot of spirituality goes wild when you start questioning, which is good. We want you to question, but there's going to be a lot of unique, crazy things that we have experienced, and trying to get that involved. So it's going to be something that has pretty much never been done before that I've heard of. But it's going to be cool. We'll launch the schedule here. I think give us like 2 to 4 weeks, and then we will start taking sales for our spiritual health retreat for Millionaires Are Made. And on that note, if you want to get involved as a sponsor, Ooh, man, this show is growing so fast. You better get in now because we are going to be raising prices. I think we have 6 more spots until we raise prices. So this is the time to get in. And once you get in, your price is locked and it's cheap. Right now, it's like $2 an episode. And I tell you what, in a year, it's going to probably be 100 times that. So